My name is Jax, and I'm going to be talking about the podcast On Being, Befriending Racial Disagreement. So during this podcast, my first idea was white nationalism. What is happening in this video, in this podcast? How could these hosts be so calm and comfortable with something that I see as insane? And here are just some of my more main ideas. So honestly, I was confused. Why are we okay with this? How are we as a society okay with letting this man just out and about? And I say that and it sounds insane, but we can't, it doesn't make sense to me how nobody is extremely upset about this. And also, why are the hosts seemingly okay with this idea and having this man onto their podcast in an attempt to understand him? And also, how could he put that information online? The internet is forever. Like, look at her. She says it. How could Derek just be so comfortable putting those ideas online and not have any cares? I don't understand that. It also made me wonder, what is truth? How could somebody's truth be so different from mine when they are raised and born and live on the same earth that I do? How does that make sense? And also, I get that personal truth is different for every person, although how could it be so different for him? Something must have happened in this man's life, and a lot of things did. He's a lot different than I am, you know? I was raised by two moms, he was raised by white conservatives, and that's how he came to be. So then, is it possible for him to change? Well, as it turns out in the podcast, yes it is. And he talked about how he changed and how he's changing his ideas. And I just thought that was very interesting to think about. Most of all, people want to be understood. That's all they really do want in life. If you think about babies, they don't get to be understood at all, and they cry so much. So when people are truly understood, they feel validated, and they feel like that they're important. And in reality, everybody is important. Here are my doodle notes for the assignment. I just wanted to show these, and I'll highlight a few of the main ideas that I came up with and talk about them a little bit more. So he talked about how quiet conversations were very influential to him. I think that's pretty cool because it makes sense. You don't really want to take advice from the old man yelling at you on the street. You're more often to get influenced by your peers who talk to you just casually, and they're not trying to aggressively change or morph you into something that you're just not. And I also thought it was interesting, well, this is interesting. In the beginning of the podcast, I just thought, geez, yeah, it's about time you changed your ideas, Derek. And I just thought that was funny, so I put it in. And here's just a few more of my thoughts about the video. There were a lot of ad breaks for a 45-minute podcast. And for some reason, they started playing Lizzo. Anyway, that's all from me. Hope you guys have a good day.